It has been 30 years since the first Russian Su-27 fighter jet made its maiden voyage. It was originally designed to counter the American F-15 and soon became known as one of the world's best fighter jets. Our correspondent Alexei Yarshevsky looks at the history of the Su-27.
26 tons of pride for the Russian aerospace industry. 3 decades after its creation, the Su-27 fighter jet is still in the skies, performing breathtaking stunts. Its inception dates back to 1969, when the Sukhoi Design Bureau decided to create an aircraft capable of confronting the famous American F-15 jet. Not only did the designers have to invent a more powerful engine, but stronger firepower as well. And after 8 years of research, the first results appeared.
On May the 20th, 1977, the Sukhoi Design Bureau's leading pilot, Ilyushin, took off in Su-27 for the first time. But this was not the end of the story.
After several initial tests, its characteristics turned out to be weaker than those of its main competitor, the American F-15 fighter jet. So the designers had a tough choice to make: to start everything from scratch or to modernize the existing model.
The head of the bureau back then, Mikhail Simonov, insisted on rebuilding the model. Several radical changes were made, and in 5 years the final version of the Su-27 was produced, the one which is still used by the Russian armed forces.
During experimental flights in 1987, it stayed in the skies for more than 16 hours, only refueling 4 times in flight. Very few planes can boast such an achievement. It's rather heavy for a fighter, weighing in at more than 20 tons, but its unique control systems and powerful engine makes it one of the most maneuverable models in the world.
Crazy stunts in the air performed exclusively for Russia today by the man for whom they're like a walk in the park. Major General Alexander Kharchevsky has been flying the Su-27 since early 1980s. Once he even had a VIP co-pilot, Russian President Vladimir Putin, on his way to Chechnya. General Kharchevsky calls the Su-27 nothing less than a triumph of the Soviet aerospace industry.
In 1992, we managed to persuade the Americans to stage a training fight between Su-27 and F-15 fighter jets. Our pilot, Karabasov, got so carried away that he not only knocked out his opponent in the F-15, but also an F-18 plane which was simply filming the fight.
Soon after its creation, the Su-27 became one of Russia's leading export products. Now dozens are being shipped to China, India and other countries annually. The Sukhoi Design Bureau says it is now working on the new 5th generation jet, which will replace the old fighter sooner or later. But those who have flown this bird say the good old Su-27 is capable of ruling the skies for at least 20 more years. Alexei Yarshevsky, Russia Today, Lipetsk and Moscow.